Back in the studio today, bringing you another Copic marker challenge. Yoga. Psychotic. Yes.
It's like my birthday! Do you know what's in this box, Sace?
Box.
I need to open this box right now, Sace. I will do it! Don't touch it! It's mine! This is like one of the most exciting boxes ever. This is where the angels begin to sing. We got bubbles. Look at this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, peeps. I can't wait to do those. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so excited because, let me just tell you a really creepy story first.
Creepy.
So the other day I was on Amazonia because I like to shop Amazon because it's like instantly you get stuff. You just like click the button and then 2 days later, boom! You do not have to leave anywhere. You don't even have to put on deodorant to go shopping.
Can I clarify real quick? You buy it and then forget about it, and then 2 days later she's surprised with.
Then it's like Christmas every day. It's my birthday every day because I forget what I buy, and then it's just there. That's why I love it. So I was on Amazon, okay? And Amazon, I swear to you, like I think that they listen to your thoughts. They're in there somewhere because it popped up this box of paint, and I was like, whoa, there's 60 colors in there. That's worth me trying just to see. I thought to myself, I'll do a product review of that because I like doing product reviews. Even though some of you out there in YouTube land want to come on my channel and tell me I did it wrong. You know who you are. Anyway, so I put it in my cart, okay? I'm like not even lying. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna just like sit on this for a minute because I'm kind of impulsive and maybe I really don't want to buy this paint. Literally like 40 minutes later, the company sends me an email. It says, hey Rio, we just came out with a new product and we'd like you to do a review. Score one for me. So, guess what? It's here. Look at this. It's here. Okay, you guys know I'm very critical of paint runs because I'm kind of a paint snob because, you know, I do some high-end realism and stuff like that. But this box coming with 60 different acrylic colors really got me excited because they're small tubes. You could travel with this because we do a lot of traveling. So you could travel with this in your suitcase and like paint on site if you wanted to. It would kind of be cool. So I am super excited to play in this paint. We're going to play in this paint today. I'm super excited. I got this. I asked for 8x10 canvases because you guys know I use the 8x10s from either Joann's or from Michael's because Michael's has like, you get 40 8x10s for like $24 or something like that, but they're cheap canvases, so you know, whatever. So they sent me this so that I could try, so I got 12 8x10s to try, and these are like at a really great price. Okay, and then I got, oh my goodness, what is this? I'm so excited about these. Check these little guys out right here. These are 4x4s. So I got those to play with because I wanted to test out all of their different canvases. So I have stretch canvas, mini canvas, and they sent me a box of canvas panels. Wow, that's really heavy. So let's see what this is. Oh my gosh. Interesting. These are, oh my gosh, this is like an economy pack of 5x7s, 8x10s, 9x12s, and 11x14s. There's 28 canvas boards in this. So we're going to test those out too to see if they warp or whatever, or, you know, this has been packed. This is awesome because this is something you guys can also order. It literally, so I got, this is what I picked off their website. I got this right here with the canvas panels. Those look really nice. I'm not a fan usually of canvas panels because they're kind of warpy, but these aren't warped right out of the gate. So I'm kind of excited about that. 9 by 12s, 11 by 14s, 8 by 10s. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, 5 by 7s right here. Check that out.
Those are so cute.
Those are really cute. So let's get started, shall we? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Woo! Okay, so we've had a couple of days to think about what we were going to do with this. It just showed up today. And I think the absolute best way to test this out is to do random acts of color. So, and for those of you who are new to random acts of color, that is where I get blindfolded and Sace organizes the colors on the table, and I have to choose 12 colors from the collection and mix colors from that. So in order to get to where I want to be with the painting. Without further ado, let's get started. Sace, blindfold me. Mix up the colors. Okay, so we're using Finn as a blindfold today. Okay, so I really cannot see around this. So as before with prior random acts of color, titanium white, which is in this set of 60, is the only color that I know for sure that I have in my arsenal. So let's go ahead and get started mixing up the paint set.
Mix all of this out.
Okay, Rio, I think that you can go ahead and pick out 12 colors. One? Yes. Wait, can I see that? Yeah, I can. Two? Okay. Yeah, they're all in this general area, without falling down. 4, 5, 6, 7. That was terrible. 8. Of all the colors you could pick. Yeah, settle down. 9, 10, 11. Wow. Yeah. You're one more.
Wow. You're not going to be able to save this one with blues this time.
Oh, I'm not, am I? Oh! I'm so excited I don't even know where to start because there's so many different techniques I want to try with this paint so that I can really kind of get to know it, because new paint is exciting. I don't care who you are, new paint's exciting. None of it is chalky. I already like the product because none of it is chalky. Some of the colors are a little different than what I'm used to working with, but they do mix very well together. So the next thing is, even though they say they're not transparent, they still feel kind of transparent when I mix them. But I did, you know, in all honesty, mix very, very small, tiny baby amounts of each color. So let's just see what happens when we do let's try 2 pours here. We're gonna do the traditional way. I'm gonna add some silicone to some of these colors. I'm not going to add silicone to the white.
Jabloop.
Jabloop. Jabloop. Let's try to just do one dribble. I'm using my palette knives to stir this because that's just less waste going on. Okay, so let's make some paint babies here.
Here we go. Who's excited?
Tiny amounts of color here. We're just going to do tiny amounts of color. Who is excited, really? I'm excited because I get to play in new paint. I'm going to come back in with a little bit of this white. Let's hit this with some yellow. I'm going to cover that again. Let's hit this with a little bit of this. A little bit of this. The darker blue that I made with the Payne's Gray and the Ultramarine. Got a little bit of this, that metallic color. It's kind of pretty. And some raw
pretty
sienna. I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of white. And I'm going to flip this over on the 5x7 board from Arteza. Here we go. Well, what's going on in the cup is really cool. What's going on in the canvas, I'm not 100% on. However, I think, in all fairness, I have too much Floetrol in these pigments. So let's see what... I'm gonna go over that way. So I'm gonna see, I'm just gonna mix some colors here that I know will still read really pretty together, and see what happens if I use the yellow as basically as a background color. Here in all of this, let's see what we do over here on this little baby mini canvas. I'm so excited. This is way more paint than I need. Okay, ready?
Well, did you do all the colors on that, or did you just do
no, I just used
because that looks very sunsetty.
It is very sunsetty.
It's gonna be pretty.
Feeling sunsetty. This over here.
Speaking of sunsets, check this one out.
result. All of these are totally dry. The canvas boards, which typically warp terrible, curled just a touch, but they're actually flexible enough that I think putting some weight on them, they'd straighten themselves back out. The paint itself, I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with it, and I typically am not. I'm typically not at all impressed with it. The paint colors themselves are really nice, have a nice pigment load. They're really intense for a, you know, a more affordable paint brand, and the fact that you get 60 colors just blows my mind. I think that's a win all the way around. I'll tell you that I didn't get the cell action that I typically get. However, because the tubes were so small, I am certain that this is me, not the paint, and I put more Floetrol in than I should have with comparison to the paint. This piece right here developed really nicely. There's 8x10 canvas is really nice. I mean, it's tight like a drum after it dried up. And again, the pigments are intense, you know, they did really nice. Now I should have gone around and painted some of the edges a little bit more, but again, you know, the fact that the yellow stayed where it was supposed to stay and everything else, nothing muddied up. It didn't do what it typically does with a lower end paint. I am not a fan of the pearl colors in here. They do the same thing that the Amsterdam pearls do. They take over, so in my opinion, golden interference is still the best. And these guys over here, this one dried super dark, and again, this was designer error on my part, not so much the paint itself, because these colors stayed really vibrant and really true to what I was doing with them. So overall, I am giving the Arteza paint a thumbs up and the Arteza canvas a thumbs up. We'll leave a link in the description. We'll leave a link in the description below so that if you want to go order some of this, you can. I am going to go ahead and become an affiliate for them because I do like the paint and I will use the paint. I'm actually using the rest of the Arteza that they sent to paint a 40x40 palm tree, and so that is where we are with it, and it is going to be stunning. The colors work so well together. They're creamy. And the real test for me on the larger canvas itself is the fact that it's really hard to blend all that color on a great big canvas. It's super easy to blend, you know, color on a tiny baby canvas, but on a great big canvas, you're usually racing the clock, and this paint stays fluid, almost like Golden Open. So I'm impressed with the colors so far. I'm impressed with where we are on this painting over here so far, and that's another episode. We'll come back with that one when we're finished later on in the week. So there you have it. There's my first review that actually went in the favor of the company. So, and you guys know I tell you the truth. So that being said, thanks for joining us in the studio. Until next time, ciao!